Good evening and welcome to 16-Bit Rivals Christmas Special. Here we all are.
Hello.
Christmas jumper. Elfie
Jumpers
selfie.
at the ready.
How are we doing? Lovely jumper, Bridges. A lovely hat.
Feliz Navidad.
Hello.
Whatever you say.
Feliz Navidad. Well, welcome to our holiday special. How are we doing, chaps?
Oh, not bad. Thank you very much. What are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Things are looking bright, and we're looking forward to Christmas. Few days off, and trying to get. We all looking forward to Christmas. I know obviously Ridges has got a young one, and Christmas is especially special for the young ones.
Yeah, it's been. I think it's the first year she's really taken it on. So.
Well, there you go. Getting older and understanding more. Eventually, those presents you're going to have to get for her are going to be like the iPhone 25, and suddenly you're not buying cheap gifts, and she wants, like, I don't know, a brand new PC, maybe, following her daddy's footsteps.
Oh, in this climate.
Same.
How are we doing, Cal? We good? Cal has become a bona fide celebrity.
No, I haven't. No, I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah.
You said before, you're feeling bright, but you should have said you're feeling merry and bright.
Merry and bright, yes.
Because that's part of a Christmas song. No, I'm good, thank you. I was really excited at the prospect of doing this again. It does feel like quite a while since the three of us have sat down and had a chat. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm happy.
Good. And we are obviously winding down to the end of the year, so this is going to be a very different style episode to cap off our holiday special. What we're going to do, we're going to have a quick discussion on how we feel the year is going to get, and we're going to put each other on the spot and pick our game of the year. And then I know we have a very seasoned drafter amongst us. But we're going to do our own draft for the coming year, a video game draft, which we will go into. We've already sort of got the wheels motion in. Bridges has already picked his first draft, which we will reveal. Terrible pick. What we'll say is, before we get to that, have a guess what you think Bridges may pick as his first draft. So I think, get all those things.
I couldn't go back.
Because you can't go back. Unfortunately, once the draft's locked in, it's locked in.
I think it's just fresh in my mind. That's why I picked it.
I feel the legacy of his pick will really live on through this draft.
Yeah.
Stop being all warty on me, eh?
I mean, the clues are coming.
Sounds like a hog over there. Hog in the room.
Well, if you haven't already guessed it, we will.
I wish I could get my magic wand to reverse my decision.
I think you will by the end of it. So anyway, how have we felt about this year in gaming?
It's been pretty good. It started off really well.
Are we talking Elden Ring? Started off very well.
Well, Pokemon Arceus was first in February. Was it February or January?
January,
yeah.
One of my most played games of the year.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Don't know how though, because Elden Ring I sucked in like 150 hours, so I think that was my most played game.
More than Arceus and.
No, I did about 80 to 90 hours in Arceus, I think.
Okay, so it wasn't your most played game.
But like, yeah, when you look at when you looked at Twitch, it was my most played game because obviously I didn't play that much. Played offline. But
I think the start of the year was amazing. With Elden Ring and also the completely forgotten Horizon.
Kirby as well.
Kirby was fantastic.
Particular favourite Triangle Strategy as well was awesome.
I'm still yet to play Horizon. It's going to be something I go to after finishing God of War.
You bought it on release. Did you both buy it on release?
Yeah.
Both bought it on release and just spent the whole year. It was an early release, and then spent the whole year avoiding it.
Well, it's really weird because I don't really know why I did, because I bought it initially and I spent about 5 hours just going, this is amazing. Look how beautiful this game is. It's so pretty. And then I started playing it a bit, and it annoyed me. There was enough bits about the game, and it was nothing like major. It wasn't that it made it a bad game, but I was playing it and going, this is just frustrating. I'm not like it was like mechanics of like jumping on things and stuff and climbing that just wasn't quite right for me. And then I got COVID, and I thought, oh, I'll do loads of gaming because I'm obviously not at work, and I felt rotten, so I didn't. And then that period, I got to the end of that period and went, I don't know if I want, my own experiences with it.
Or and why finished it?
It's a bit annoying. No, actually, she didn't. She hasn't played Horizon.
How was what about Y Wife and God of War? Has she completed God of War Ragnarok?
She has. Yeah.
Did we get a Y Wife score?
Absolutely. Well, I should probably shout her. I could guess her score. She loved it. She thought it was really, really good, but not as good as the first one. Are
we talking a 4 out of 5 or a 9 out of 10?
I'd say absolutely perfect game, 3 out of 5. No, it was no. Yeah, exactly. The Ridges review. I think she would have given it a 9. I think she would have given it a 9.
Well, I haven't finished it yet, and I think it's miles better than the first one. I love the different characters, the interlinking. I love all the combat stuff. Yeah, it's just like the acting is unreal. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so engrossed in it. It's I've done so many side quests. I could have finished the game by now if I hadn't done the side quests. I've just been engrossed. Like so much detail is put into these little quests. And I get carried away with that, like the lore of all the stuff and what's going on, and then like, oh yeah, I best jump and do the main story. But yeah, for me, it's my game of the year now.
Okay, so we've jumped in. Ridges has jumped straight in and said it's leapfrogged Elden Ring, which I believe you were saying was going back
onto. Yeah, it was going to be. Sorry, my talk's been short.
New tattoo.
Yeah. No, because like I say, I got a Horizon, went to play it, and I thought I hadn't finished the first one. I was right at the end of it, so I left it for a while for some reason. Me. And then Elden Ring came out, and it was like mad rush, and I put it in. I played it, and I don't think it came out on my console for ages. But I just loved it. I was engrossed in it. And I think that's why I haven't played Horizon, really. I just forgot about it. And then other games have come out, and you went, well, I'll play it eventually. So my plan is to make more use of my PlayStation 5 and to play it after I finish God of War.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was going to play High on Life, because I haven't played that yet either.
Okay.
It looks so good.
I have... So my Game Pass lapsed because I had the 2-year plan with the Xbox. And I thought I was in the middle of Plague Tale. And I thought, you know what? That was a great game, but I didn't have the draw to go back to it because the gameplay wasn't as thing. But then I found Game Pass for £1.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? Just get Game Pass for £1, play High on Life, complete it. Then when it goes off again, wait, and I can do Game Pass again later on. I've completed it. So I am happy to report I completed High on Life today. I made sure I completed it to give my full rounded thoughts on the game. And actually, really, really fun. If you like the Rick and Morty sense of humour, you will love this game. But actually, the game gets better and better. The more guns you get, the better. Like the first few hours, the humour's really pulling you through. The gunplay is not especially strong.
You get moaned at for pausing the game and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. This is all over TikTok. This game.
Yeah.
Some of the really good, sort of interesting parts of it have really. Like even the endings on TikTok. The ending was quite abrupt, but actually really fun game. Doesn't take too long to complete.
How long would you say it took you?
Maybe 12 hours in total.
Okay. You know what? That makes me want to play it because I like Rick and Morty a lot. As you say, I've seen lots of little snippets on TikTok, and I thought that's really funny. Like I'm all for a game that's going to make me laugh. And with it in 12 hours, like that's it's doable. Isn't it? I mean, my biggest barrier will be the fact I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah, is it on PC Game Pass?
On PC, it's on PC.
It's on PC, but is it on the PC Game Pass?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
If it is on
Steam,
PC,
it's like £46.
So you can pick it up for £1.
Yeah.
If you've got PC Game Pass for a month, you just have to remember to cancel it if you don't want to.
Yeah, I might do that because that, like, I think that's becoming my preferred style of game. Sort of like a.
Yes, it is on PC Game Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I might well do that.
Yeah.
And the good thing with it as well is I'm pretty sure it's cloud gaming as well, so you don't have to download it. You can cloud stream it.
You can. I would recommend just downloading it. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, like it depends because if you cloud stream it, if your computer isn't capable of playing it, then you can still play it. But that's just an option, isn't it?
I don't think it's a particularly demanding game.
Okay, I don't know.
But I think I'll definitely give it a go. And if you can pick up Game Pass cheap, which you can definitely pick it up very cheap for your first month. You can get it for £1. There's loads to try on Game Pass now. It's more for games that you've missed, I think, at the moment, because Xbox have been diabolical with the first party offerings. In fact, they've basically released nothing the whole entire year. I mean, a quick year in review. Obviously, my most played was Nintendo Switch. Played lots of really good games on there. And my game of the year, all said and done, it's a toss up between God of War and Triangle Strategy. And I would flip flop between them if I was just going. I put in a lot more hours into Triangle Strategy, so time-wise, that take it. But something about God of War, just the storytelling, I think was.
Surprised at Xenoblades.
Xenoblades, yeah, is definitely up there. Bayonetta 3, and there's so many good games this year, and I completed my first Pokemon game in almost forever, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I mean, the lists. I played a lot this year, actually, a lot more than I thought it would, because a lot of people thought 2022 was going to be the year.
It was the year, wasn't it? Because of obviously COVID and delays in games and everything was announced then. And I think it has been a very good year. I mean, I've played a lot of new games, but I've also gone back and revisited lots of other games that I haven't played for a long time.
I would say, yeah. I'm going to say Triangle Strategy is my game of the year, purely because I think I won't ever touch God of War again, but I might play.
There's loads of stuff to do. Well, I suppose I probably won't if I carry on the way I'm going, because I'm just doing all the side stuff at the moment.
I mean, I did a whole bunch of side stuff in God of War, and I'm happy with my experience. But with a story-based game, I know Triangle Strategy is mainly story as well, but I just quite enjoyed. You can do different branches of the story, and I don't feel there's that option in God of War, which is again, it's not a slight on God of War. The nature of the game is that's what's gonna.
Did you do the true ending though?
I did, I believe. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone call it the true ending.
There is a true ending where you get the credits.
There is a true ending. Yeah, I got the credits twice. I think they said the true ending was if you get the black credits.
Yes.
The black screen. So I did get the true ending. So I'm going to say Triangle Strategy is my game of the year. What about you, Cal?
I don't know. I always feel like when we come to these sort of things, I'm far less qualified than you.
It's not about being qualified because it's your personal opinion. So there is no qualification for your opinion.
I mean,
Football Manager could be your game of the year, but would you say Football Manager 22 was your game of the year, or 23, or would you say Pokemon Violet or Scarlet? I don't know. What
I mean, FM was FM 22 was obviously in 21, ironically, wasn't it? So it was released. So
it was released in 21. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to say that one. I don't think FM 23 is. I think Pokemon Scarlet is a really, really fun game, but to call it the game of the year is a little bit odd with all its like failures and stuff. I loved Arceus. I thought Arceus was a really fantastic game. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what I'd call my game of the year. I don't know.
I don't think it's particularly odd to call Pokemon Scarlet your game of the year, or Pokemon Arceus, or FM. To be fair, FM kind of defines your trajectory, and it's probably
I've actually played. I mean, because obviously I'm so dictated to by streaming now.
Oh no, Kenna was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kenna was last year in Ratchet and Clank, but that was obviously was it last year or the year before?
Ratchet and Clank came out. It came out the PlayStation. First year of the PlayStation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, I suppose if I'm going out, so that it probably would be Pokemon Scarlet. I think would probably be. But as I say, I don't feel I play enough games to be able to have I probably couldn't make a top 10. Because I don't think I've
you
played
could,
enough.
but you don't. Probably not a top 10 of games released this year, because I think you do jump into other games, and you could probably make it. But it's just. But like
You talked about High on Life. I don't know whether either of you two have played the Forspoken demo.
I did.
I have not yet. I got it downloaded.
I have. And I made notes. Can I say my notes?
Please do.
Course,
I'm interested to hear what you've thought.
I'm wanting to. I'm going to play it tomorrow. I've got a bit of
and
time.
this will lead into the draft as well, because if your experience of the demo might affect.
I've got an opinion. Well, I haven't got an opinion myself, but I spoke to Flawed briefly, and he wasn't very high on praise. So
okay,
let's listen to Callum.
Let's hear what Callum has got to say.
So, my first thing was parkour. I thought the parkour was really fun. I liked the element of it, speeding round, jumping round different things. Thought it was quite fluid. I enjoyed that.
But
and then it's the list of stuff I did enjoy.
Okay.
So I thought the fighting was pretty poor. I didn't really know what was going on, swapping between different magic styles and stuff. And I didn't think it came across that well. As a game, I didn't think it looked amazing.
It looked really washed out.
Yeah,
really washed out.
I don't know, didn't look like a next generation game for me. When you compare it to the likes of God of War, which is obviously out right now, you go, that looks fantastic. And then you look at this one that's not even out yet. I'm just like, I don't know.
It's a strange one. Sorry, just to put in note. It's a strange one because you don't really get demos of games anymore, especially like games that are like top.
I will say, before you finish that thought, Square, who are doing this, are very, very good with their demos. Everything they released for the Switch, like the Triangle Strategy, the Octopath, they've really, and even Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, they usually do release demos. They're probably the developer that releases demos.
Yeah, well, it's that you don't tend to get demos anymore.
Yeah.
So we're now in a period, aren't we, with PlayStation, where you could get these trials, these game trials, which is going to in effect be.
But the game's released, isn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that's true.
But also, on the other side of having released demos, as you're saying, there's a lot of things you both disagree, don't really like about it. They'll go back and maybe they'll delay it. I don't know, but they'll fiddle some bits around. They'll try and do a bit, won't they? That's the whole idea of a demo. I think it's always good to sort of gauge and see how it's going.
Is that a beta or a demo though? Because if you're releasing a beta, that's when people would go, right, I don't like this, I like this. Whereas a demo is more going, this is the game, try it out a little bit. But I'll finish up here because I've not got much more to say. I had a big battle on a bridge. And it was it was one of the few times I was quite enjoying the combat, and then someone hit me and I just fell off the bridge, and it was a really large bridge in the middle of this fight, and then it was just really odd, and I fell off, and I was at the bottom, I was like, well, the fight's still going. I'm not dead, despite the fact I've fallen off this ridiculously large. So then I just had to find a way to get back to the top of the bridge, got back on there, and then just carried on. I was like, this is just rubbish. I'm not saying you should have walls to make sure I don't fall. I lost a bit of immersion there, really. Yeah. And then my final thing, I thought the voiceover guy was a little bit witty. Quite liked him. Like the guy...
Jarvis.
Yeah.
But
then they said the word, that this was a line that I wrote down. It said, consumables, I'll try not to consume them all at once. And I'm not buying this game. I've had enough of it. That was just a terrible bit of comedy.
Look, I love a cheesy
based
joke.
On those types of things.
Yeah. I love a cheesy joke, but I have to say, everything that Callum has said, I agree with. The parkour, although it's fun, it's actually sometimes not very intuitive either. Like running up a wall, for example, sometimes you can do it and other times you can't do it, and it's just really clunky. The combat was confusing. There might be something in there when you get used to it. The characters annoy me. It looked washed out, and I think, and I've said this on our podcast before, every time they've shown the game, I've got less interested in it. Now that I've played it, I'm even less interested in it. I believe the demo has killed absolutely anything for me, unless it now turns around into a high review where everybody's like, do you know what? Okay, it didn't give a good showing, but it's fantastic. They've patched it. It looks a bit better. It doesn't look washed out. The characters might grate on you at first, but they get better. Do you know, if I hear those type of things, maybe I'll jump into it. I certainly am not going to be buying it day one for a full priced game, but I want to see some good results with it. But yeah, like really, like
I'll let you know
really
what I
bad
think.
decision. Yeah. We'll get your thoughts on what we're going to do. We're going to jump into, so we will discuss our sort of hopes and expectations for next year. Bridges, if you didn't get the rather unsubtle hint, has picked his first draft. So the way this works is we each pick a game. Believe we've got 8 to pick. Then we can pick throughout the year and bid on games as well. And we can do that. We might even do that on a podcast episode. We might like pick another game throughout the year. So it works off Open Critic. The site, you can do this at home as well, is Fantasy Critic. It's called. We created a little league. Basically, every point above 70 on Open Critic gets you a point, and then after 90, you get you 2 points extra, and then the same below. So below 70 is -1. But if you go below 60, it gets into -2, and so on and so forth. And then we have counter picks as well, where we pick, and I already know a counter pick that I want to pick, unless Callum beats me to it. Basically, we pick our games, and we pick a counter pick from one of the other two to say, actually, we don't think that's going to get good. So if Callum, we'll go ahead and reveal Ridges' Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I think it was just fresh in my mind.
Yeah,
and it's out in February.
Yeah,
seen a few trailer things.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's going to be good.
I hope you're right. Yeah, I hope you're right. I just don't think you are.
So what I might do? Shall I not share the screen until we've finished all our picks?
Yeah,
so that we can all say
talk through.
So we'll just talk through it. So Ridges. So just to give you some context, Ridges has picked his first one, and he's gone with Hogwarts Legacy. So if Hogwarts Legacy,
Forspoken, come on.
Yeah. But this is it. So, for example, if Ridges did choose Forspoken, my thing would be my first go-to counter pick, because I don't think it's going to do particularly well. So if Hogwarts Legacy gets 76 on Open Critic, that would net Ridges 6 points. If it got 65 in there, -5. So you get the idea. So basically, I am going to jump in now. You won't see it, but there's a list of games. My most hyped game that I've been very hyped for, obviously. I guess the guys could probably guess what I'm going to pick.
Zelda, get it over with.
Zelda,
I was going to pick Zelda as well.
It's like hype factor. I'm surprised.
I should have gone for it. I just totally forgot.
I'm going to draft the games. That's my first opening draft game. And that's going to be.
I've been stitched up. It was random picks, and I've been picked third.
We did random, just to let you know, we did random, and we picked our publisher names. Ridges chose just Ridges' publisher name. Mine's Flawed Gems, Flawed spelled FLAWED, and then Callum's publisher name is Why Them Callum, and we will now discover. Okay,
so I'm gonna pick.
What are you going to pick, Cal?
Lucky Squire.
Lucky Squire. Shout out to Lucky Squires. We would like some codes.
Exactly, we'd like some codes. This is one if you've been following our podcast, that we're all very, very excited about, and that would have been my second. I really hope it
was going to be my pick as well.
Yeah. No way. We were all going Lucky Squire.
So,
right, I'm between 2 games now.
Okay, don't tell us both of them.
You're a 2-game sandwich.
But I'm going to go for the one I'm probably going to buy, which is Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Damn it, that was on my list as well.
That's going to go. That's going to definitely. That's going to. I think that's going to rate highly. I think it's a good pick.
Still didn't finish the first one.
Thank you very much.
I really enjoyed the first one.
I liked it. I didn't finish it. I got stuck for a bit. I kind of gave up on it.
So for my next pick, I mean, I am going to go for a game that is probably one of the most hyped games of the year.
I know what he's going.
Okay. I mean, there's quite a few really, really hyped games.
Starfield.
But this is the one I believe is going to score highly. And it is Starfield.
Yeah, that's the one. I was between those two, Starfield and Star Wars.
So, new game franchise, Starfield.
So, I had a 4-list watch list, and there is only one left now.
And you do your watch list as we go. I think
I was doing a watch list as I was going, yeah. So, that leaves me with one choice with a hype factor of 90.5, Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
I was between that. I was thinking Marvel Spider-Man as well.
I think the first game was fantastic, and the Miles Morales was fairly decent.
I believe it's going to be you again, Bridges.
Okay, it's me again.
Snake.
So now
it was Snake.
Now I don't know what I'm going to pick. Okay, I think try to look at what things going to be coming out.
Things of hype factor.
Again,
wow.
Hype factors. The hype factor gives you an indication of
yes,
what they believe it's going to score. However, also you need to consider Spider-Man 2. The only reason I didn't go for Spider-Man 2 is because it's fall 2023, and I think it might fall out of 2023.
Yeah. So my next one then, I'm going to go with, just on the enjoyment factor of fellow colleague here, I'm going to go with Fire Emblem Engaged.
That was going to be my next pick. I think Fire Emblem is going to is going to rate highly, and I've got that coming, I believe, and I'm really looking. I loved Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I'm really looking forward to that game. And I think it will rate in the high 80s, certainly. So it's going to be a good pick. Okay, so it's my go, and I am going to go for a game that I believe it's been certainly. The first one was very beloved, and we're looking at this sequel that I believe is going. The only reservation I have on this is I'm not very sure it's going to come out, but Hollow Knight Silksong is my next pick.
Very
good. Right.
Shout out to our fellow Tark Seth who's been playing it. No hit.
Yeah, but he's been playing the Hollow Knight, nailing it.
So I've put 3 on my watch list now. I don't think you two will pick 2 of them. So I'm gonna leave those tactically.
You could see that. You could see he's a seasoned draft player. He knows what he's doing.
I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go for one that is the most hype factor one left. That is Final Fantasy 16. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one as well. Definitely.
It says error. I already have that game queued. That's useful.
I think you have to go on to your actual pick now to pick it.
Draft game, all select. Draft game, yeah.
And it's in there. And I believe it's probably your go again.
Yes, it is, which is great news because I'm gonna go for the next one now. Now I think this game is an obvious one for me. It is Football Manager 2024. 2023 did not get received very well. I think they need to go big on 2024. So I think it'd be very good next year. So that is my next pick. FM 24.
Okay.
Which has gone into the yearly installment category.
I mean, there are categories here. Like just a regular game, brand new game franchise, yearly installment. I don't know if you can do more than one of each because it's only got on my list 4 new games, then 6 to 8 regulars or whatever. So we'll have to find out, I guess. And it's my turn anyway. And Callum picked my next one, which was Final Fantasy 16. So this one's quite high up on the hype factor. This one has been well received. The multiple iterations it's had on multiple consoles and multiple devices. Of course, Resident Evil 4 remake.
Solid pick. Solid pick.
Very solid pick.
And that goes under FLX, which is a flex slot.
Of course it is.
Okay.
It's a game in this slot must have at least one of these tags: remake, partial remake, or director's cut.
Well, so I've been looking at games, and I've got a few in there that you might find quite interesting. But because you're all picking quite highly at the moment, I'm going to have to go in there and pick Diablo 4.
Diablo 4. People have played it and they do like it.
Yeah.
So it's.
I love Diablo.
Yeah.
I played 1, 2, and 3. I went back and I've got the number 2 again.
I am surprised, though. I am very surprised that you have not picked what we all thought was your game of the year. Like that,
it's on my watch list.
it didn't come out this year, but we were all hoping that we were going to see you like become the big this game.
Still will, I believe. Still will. Is it you again, Richard?
Oh, is it me again? Okay, sorry, it's me again. Okay, so for my next pick, I'm gonna go with a shout out to one of our fellow friends of the channel and fellow streamer, Wraith, and I'm gonna pick Like a Dragon, Ishin.
Nice. Yep, that's a good solid pick, I believe. And I believe it's my pick. So we've got. So far, I feel like I've picked strong, so I need to keep that going.
Well, according to projected, you are top.
Oh, that's good. So I could go. I'm thinking there's multiple places to go. I am going to go with one of a game I believe is gonna rate probably in the mid-80s. I don't think it'll be as well received as its first game in the series, but I am especially excited about this game because I loved the first game in the series. That is Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
2.
Now, I cannot believe this game is still available in the draft. This one is the standout in all of the list of games. I'm going to go for SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake. What a game!
Yeah. He's actually got
that. No, I'm not going for that. Maybe I will do for last one. No, what I'm going for, once again, I'm following my theme of games I would like to buy. Now, this one, start off with, I think is a gamble because I do think this might not come out. However, when it does come out, I will be buying it, and that is Dragon Age Dreadwolf.
I was looking at that, but I don't believe that's going to come out.
Neither do I, but I'm going to take a gamble and hope. Sometimes you just got to believe.
Yeah.
My other pick is going to be one that has gone under the radar because of the other game coming out, which has been talked about all the way alongside it. It's not Starfield, it's Redfall. I think Redfall will do well. So I think it
will do well. I think that's a mid-80s game. I think it's going to be received pretty well, but
I'm very happy with my draft so far.
That's good. I believe it's me again, and I am going to. Again, there's a couple on here I want to choose, but I'm leaving to a little bit. Okay, so this one, I'm not wholly convinced this is going to come out this year or next year, rather either. But if it does, I think it's going to review pretty strongly. Everybody's very excited about it. Is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That's a good show.
Okay, so what have we got here now then? So yeah, I'm got a couple of interesting ones here actually on my list left. So I'm gonna go with go and pick a Nintendo game. I go with Pikmin 4. Pikmin.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I'm
It
looking
might
forward to
not come out.
that.
We don't
I
know,
think
but
it will. I do think it will. I don't think Pikmin 4's been on the burner for a while. I believe it's time. I don't think that's going to get knocked out. So Pikmin 4 solid, and I believe it's you again.
And I'm trying to think their critical ones. Just because I enjoyed it a hell of a lot, the first installment, and then I played the next sort of tie along in as well, and it was also very good, very highly rated within its sort of. It got a lot of praise anyway. I don't know how high the ratings were, but they got a lot of praise for what they did in it. I'm gonna pick Shenmue's Saga Hellblade 2. Hellblade 1 was on PS3 and it was a fantastic game.
Hellblade 1 was fantastic and highly critically acclaimed.
It came out with a PlayStation 3 and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So that's my one there that's got quite a low rating, which I think is actually going to be quite surprising.
Okay, cool. And it's back to me. And I believe this game has got so much hype around it, it can't fail. Street Fighter 6. Try to get a bit of diversity into my lineup.
I've been having a look around. I found a curveball one, but I'm pretty certain you two won't choose it. So once again, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go for a remake. I'm going to go for Silent Hill 2 remake to start off with. I just feel like Silent Hill is a liked series, not one by me, but I think Silent Hill is one that will possibly do quite well. Everyone loves a remake.
I believe it's a remake of a beloved game. Again, a couple on this list, like Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space as well, that nobody's picked yet. It's still there.
Yeah. I think we're all tortured from watching that blooming trailer, and we wanted to make something like Dead Space.
Yeah.
Dead Space is coming out.
The next one I'm going to go for is Armored Core.
Armored Core. I used to love Armored Core back in the old day.
Just
the fact that FromSoft are creating Armored Core and coming off Elden Ring.
That's why I think a lot of people will play it because of that.
I think it definitely 100% will be the highest selling Armored Core game that they've ever made.
I'll be interested to see how they do it because, they're not known for making sort of games that aren't have level difficulties, and Armored Core, has level difficulties unless they've changed it. That's quite an interesting one. Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna do a it's a little known game, an indie game called Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars looks great, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to do really well.
Okay. I'm going to divert in a little bit as well. And just because I think there's been a bit of a hype around it within its category, and they've talked about how they're going to develop it, and they're not going to release seasonal games. It's going to be released through DLC and updates. I'm going for AEW Fight Forever.
Okay, that's an interesting pick.
I think it's going to score. I reckon it'll be an 80. So that's my. I've seen bits of it. I think it's going to be played well. A lot of people play the WWE games. So
is it you again?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's me again.
No, it's me now. It's me now.
Oh no, it is you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's counterpicks. Cal.
Is it?
Yeah, because we did 8 games. I feel like we could have gone further than 8 games.
Is that it? Oh, blimey.
That's our. We picked throughout the year as well, so something we could revisit. Because obviously games get announced and stuff, and then we bid on games rather than picking them. So this is going to be a work in progress throughout the year. What I haven't included is I've not allowed us to drop any games. So there is an option where you can drop a game if it gets delayed. But unfortunately, for any one of us. If you pick a game that doesn't make in the
I
year,
mean,
tough.
looking at it currently, looking at the projected points, so Flawed is currently projected 126.79 in first place, then followed by myself on 110.64. Callum's on 101.26.
Yeah.
So
that is a real surprise.
there's no, but like looking at it, we're still pretty close. The way, even though we've gone a bit off field and whatnot as well. We haven't just picked all the highly rated.
I mean, I think having Zelda and Starfield mashed up my ranking quite considerably. I think
I'm between two for counterpick.
Okay.
Because my head is telling me to pick one, but my heart is telling me to pick the other.
Bearing in mind you're picking,
the one I don't want to do well.
Not necessarily don't want to do well. You don't think it's going to do well. I reckon I know what your thought process is because
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna. I don't want to commit. I'm gonna go for Starfield.
Oh, okay. He's going for Starfield. So his first counter pick
It's gonna be a buggy mess.
Starfield. So it's my turn to draft counter pick, and I am gonna go for. Do you know what? I'm gonna be dangerous with this one. Right. Because I don't think this game's gonna come out. But if it does come out, I'm gonna lose some major points.
Spider-Man
so my counter pick is Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Because I don't think it's going to come out, which will obviously limit the damage. If it comes out and scores in the 90s, that's going to cost me big. So it's a very risky.
We can pick the same counter picks, can we?
You don't know if you can. You can try.
You can't. So I was just looking.
No.
Gonna be an interesting. It's quite hard, really. I don't really want to bet against it. Oh no! I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to go Armored Core.
Armored Core, interesting. Okay, the draft's complete. From here, you can make pick games. Okay. Yeah, that were not drafted. However, you may want to hold on to your available budget until later in the year. So essentially, we have got $100 each to bid on games. With the available budget, and I'm not sure. I've done a public bidding, so you can basically bid on games every week. But we will save bidding when we're all together, so we're not going to do anything on this.
It's interesting though. If you look at the upcoming releases, the first three are all Ridges. So it's the first 3 games out this year that we've picked from. It's Fire Emblem, Hogwarts Legacy, and Like a Dragon, and then it's Octopath Traveler, and then Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So I won't actually have any until the 17th of March. I'm gonna have
I'll be flying ahead and then just go.
But don't forget, like if Ridges could be minus if those 3 don't review well, he could be minus, and that would just automatically make me and you above him without even having a game release.
So when Hogwarts Legacy gets 100 rating.
So I don't know. I'm going to quickly jump into this and see if I can make a bid on a game.
It says bids will be revealed in 4 days.
Bids are processed on Saturday nights, it says, so that's why it's 4 days, I believe. So you can make a bid, but should we make a bid on a game, or
let's bid on one game each.
Yeah, but then if you bid on the same, so I don't know if it will make it public or not. I don't know, because I believe I put public games. So I am gonna bid on a game now and see. Can we all bid at the same time?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Yeah.
Are you on your bid screen?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna bid on yet.
Because if you bid for the same game, it's whoever I'm gonna bid, and then whoever's done.
Conditional. Do we have to drop a game?
No,
Optional.
we don't.
Optional. Okay.
Yeah, because we don't have a game to. We still got spaces, so we will need to fill those up. I've bid, so I don't know whether that will. You'll see that anyway if I clear.
What was the minimum?
What's the
bid?
minimum? Yeah.
$5.
Okay, I've bid.
Both bid as well.
Okay, we will leave the bids as a secret for now, and then we will check in on the next podcast to see who has bid on what. But what we'll do quickly, can we run through the games? So, Bridges, if you want to just run through your games.
Yeah, of course. So I went for Hogwarts Legacy, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Fire Emblem Engaged, Diablo 4, Pikmin 4, Shenmue's Saga Hellblade 2, my out of the ballpark AEW Fight Forever, Like a Dragon Ishin, and then my counter pick was Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
And Callum, why don't you run through yours?
Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Final Fantasy 16, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, Armored Core 6, The Plucky Squire, Redfall, FM24, Silent Hill 2 Remake, and my counterpick was Starfield.
Excellent. And my picks were The Legend of Zelda: Tears of a Kingdom, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Octopath Traveler 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Street Fighter 6, Sea of Stars, Starfield, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and my counterpick was Dragon Age Dreadwolf.
I've just noticed none of you actually did a counterpick on any of my games.
No.
Surprisingly.
Picking on me. Unbelievable.
Well, you picked on me.
True. I really wanted to pick. I'm just going to say it. I looked at a game called The Haunted Chocolatier, and I really laughed at it because what on earth is that? And it basically looks like the new Stardew Valley. And so I think that could be a bit of an underdog.
Do you know why? It's done by that person, and
Yeah.
it will rate highly, I believe.
Stardew Valley is really highly rated.
People play that constantly, you know.
Yeah. So I almost wish I'd gone for that. Hold on, make a bid.
I mean, you could
the second one.
Yeah, making another bid.
I don't. So like I say, you can jump into it, and you can put stuff on your watch list. If anything,
I've made another bid.
Right. We can all have one more bid. Come on, one more bid.
One more bid.
But now we know who Callum's bid on, so
we can all bid on it.
We can all bid on it. So what was? It was a chocolatier game.
You can't bid on it. It's my game. I said it. You didn't even notice it. It wasn't even in your thought.
If we bid, the thing is, if we bid on a game nobody else bids on, then we get that game. If we bid on a game, we all bid on the same game.
You leave the Haunted Chocolatier alone.
I am not going to bid on the Haunted Chocolatier.
I've bid my entire budget on it.
I am going to bid
SpongeBob. Who's going for SpongeBob? It's going to be good.
I'm going to bid low on this game because I don't think anybody's going to bid on it. So I just want it for the minimum.
Whatever it is, I've gone for it.
Well, actually, it's to be announced as well, the Haunted Chocolatier, so it might not even come out.
It might not, because it's not done by a big team.
Stop looking at it, Ridges. Stop looking at the Haunted Chocolatier.
So, you can tell on the things, and so we've all made 2 bids.
No, I haven't done a second bid yet. I'm deciding.
Bridges is doing his second bid.
Yeah, I don't.
I believe I did it public, so I think you would be able to see who's bid on what when the bids will be revealed in 4 days, 4 hours, 34 minutes, 5. I don't know whether it emails us with like each other's bids.
That'd be interesting. I'm going to go for this. I think this is going to be.
I do want to give a quick shout out to the person who created this because it's quite an interesting and quite a fun thing to do, and it would be a fun thing for us to check in on throughout the year and make extra picks and fill out our draft. And every time a game comes out, we will know. We'll score some points. So
there's I was going to share one with you guys as well, which is quite a cool one we could use to keep people up to date with what we play and stuff. That is cool. Decided to actually get it working correctly. Yeah, and that is called what is it called?
I don't know.
Your gaming
Yeah.
profile. It's rank 1. It's is the website. So it's rank1.globe, and basically you can put into there what you're playing, what you want to play, what you've completed, and tag stuff. And it's a really cool sort of thing to have for gamers. I just think it's really cool, and you can share that with yourselves. We can be friends on there, and you can link exchange games and tell them what you think and stuff like that. Review them as well. It's really cool little website to look at. I quite enjoy looking at what other people have recommended and stuff. So
yeah, we can definitely do that. I think we're obviously looking into next year. There most likely won't be another episode before the end of the year, so we just want to make sure that we wish everyone a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And we will be back in the new year stronger than ever, hopefully, and hopefully with many more subscribers watching us. And you can follow this type of thing. Basically, we're going to ramp up hype for next year. We've got, I would say, let's give our one hope for next year to like our New Year's. What do we really hope for gaming in New Year's? You could be personal if you want something you really hope for next year, but
I want 16-bit Rivals to be such a huge industry that we're all full time. I think it's very realistic. So we'll just purely be doing the podcast.
Yeah. In a new studio.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the all expenses paid studio. We'll all have assistants. No, my aim. If we're looking at the podcast, I'd love us to get to 100 subscribers. I think that's a very achievable target. On a personal level, I'd like to get to 1,000 followers on.
I think that's also very achievable.
That's my aim.
What about in terms of games? What is your hope for a game next year? Do you hope Football Manager 24 comes out and is really solid? Do you hope Starfield releases in one piece, or
what do we have as a Legacy is going to be a decent game?
Yeah, I mean, I want. There's not loads of games that I'm looking forward to. Forspoken was one of them, unfortunately, and that's obviously it's not something I'm going to be buying now. But games like Plucky Squire to be good, and obviously I've got to a point now where I've bought FIFA, I've bought Football Manager, I've bought Pokemon. I'm pretty set for the time being. So I don't think there's many. I'd like Dragon Age to come out. I would like Dragon Age to come out. But yeah. How about you, Flood?
For me, I've got one major wish, and I really wish that Zelda is as weird as Majora's was to Ocarina, as I believe Tears of the Kingdom, I hope it's as weird to Breath of the Wild, because I will enjoy it regardless. But when they do something crazy and it works, it's just that extra bit special. So I just really hope that it comes out and it hits the mark and everyone loves it, just as they did the first game. So I really hope that happens. What about you, Ridges?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Zelda. I mean, it was the game, wasn't it, when the Switch came out? And it still holds its own, in my opinion, to a lot of games that are out there now. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to some DLC for the Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. See what they're doing with that. There's definitely some coming by the looks of it.
Yeah, there will be.
And like I say, I think they will polish it off a little bit. Then there's been an update in there already, and I mean, I don't know. I just gaming, isn't it? I mean, if I'm being honest, I'll be for the beginning of the year. I'll probably still be playing games from my catalog that I haven't finished this year. So I've still got Sonic to finish, Sonic Frontiers, which in my opinion is fantastic. Still got Horizon. So
God
there's
of War.
them two that I need to revisit, as well as sort of enjoying Pokemon and and stuff like that. But that gaming wise, yeah, on this level, I think just growing, and getting more reach. So growing our fan
We
base.
need that
I
one
think,
episode to go viral and just take over.
but not just and just like it's like you say, we mainly it's just three friends having a chat about video games and just posting our opinions out to everyone to listen to and discuss as well. But like you said, it doesn't have to all be about video games. I think I'd like to sort of focus on video games mainly, but it'd be quite nice maybe to branch into other sort of media stuff as well. That'd be pretty cool. One of the things I'm really looking forward to is going to the cinema as our cinema date to see Mario.
Yes.
And on a personal level with everything else, like I say, I'm currently taking a break. So do I come back? I don't know. I'm just enjoying playing games when the free time I've got at the moment. So watch the space in that. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into enjoying. I always enjoy video games, but when I'm streaming them, I feel a bit sort of like pressurized to not. I don't feel like I'm in them as much. I'm having to. So I didn't play God of War online for that reason. I'm loving it. If I'm not doing anything, I'm playing God of War at the moment, or Pokemon, depending on where I can go.
And if you come back, we know it's going to be bigger and better than ever. And I think we will just be supporting our boy Callum in his journey to get 100 subscribers, and you could probably look forward to more Callum streams over the Christmas period where he's not working. We know he loves to ramp up the content during that, and I think hopefully we'll all just grow stronger and stronger, and we can continue this throughout the year. And then at the end of 2023, when we've ordered a big gold trophy and I lift it aloft, hey, I won the fantasy draft. Obviously, whoever wins.
One thing though, guys, over the Christmas period, let's hook up onto Discord, play some Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's one to do a bit of that, get some
shiny hunting,
shiny hunt. Don't invite Jan.
You
a shiny Steamor.
I got a shiny everybody.
He did,
shiny butterfly.
I've missed out on shinies, unfortunately.
I haven't seen one yet, no.
I've battled two, I think, and not caught them. I didn't realise. Yeah, didn't even realise.
It's when they flash up, Flawed.
Yeah, well, they don't make the noise anymore, but
no,
I didn't realise until I went into the menu and it's like shiny battles.
I think I've been focusing on the newer Pokemon, trying to find, because I've got pretty much a lot of the original shinies. I haven't got many from Sword and Shield. I've got a few, and I always like to try and get the new ones to add to my collection. So
I was devastated because I think last night or the night before I was playing, and I saw a Dratini, and the shiny Dratini is pink.
It is, yeah.
And I, at the corner of my eye, because I was in the water, saw a pink Dratini, and I was like, "Is it?" And then it just went down into the water.
Yeah, but you just wait. If you wait by it, it'll come up towards you.
I did wait for a while, and it never came back.
Oh no!
But I'm hoping I was wrong. I was hoping I was just imagining it, and it wasn't.
You would never know.
My shiny Dragonite is one of my favourites. It's green. Oh yeah, so cool.
But yeah, but it was genuinely quite a surreal one today when I got that, because it was quite out of the blue.
It doesn't look. It's quite a hard shiny to
really
find.
Well, it's the actual body that is white.
Yeah.
And so from behind it, I saw it as white. So I sent my Pokemon out to fight it, and it didn't. I was like, "Oh, it's a shiny! I'm so excited!"
Great stuff.
And then so it's great.
Oh,
I'm literally gonna play now.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I might do if I'm not playing God of War.
Yeah.
Right, well, guys, that was really fun. I'm really happy we got to at least talk about the new year and get our Christmas special in. And thank you for those that are watching.
I think we could end with a bit of a, like, I don't know. Should we Feliz Navidad, like the to end it.
I think will we not get copyright striked if we sing?
Right, we go. Feliz Navidad.
Oh, well, we're gone now. Brilliant. There's
Feliz
the
Navidad.
Been struck down.
Yeah.
Struck down. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Come
Christmas,
and join us.
everyone.
Let's help us get to our target 100 subscribers. It's not that much to ask for.
All I want for Christmas
Come
is
and
100
join.
subscribers, please.
All I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, baby.
And on that note,
Click the subscribe button.
click and subscribe, and we will see you in the new year, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.